I come from a very musical family. My grandmother was an Eastern classical musician. Her father was an Eastern music scholar, and her brother was Zia Mohyuddin. So they all had a very big impact on me when it comes to music. My grandmother used to have these concerts, but I wouldn't call them that, where her friends and other poets and musicians would come and share their compositions. I was about 3 or 4 at the time, and I always remember having a lot of fun. And then one day she saw me playing the harmonium and convinced my parents to get me a classical piano teacher. So at the age of 6 or 7, I started taking formal classical piano lessons, and still to this day I'm classically trained in piano. And guitar I picked up 4 years ago when I was 16. I just turned 20. Guitar, harmonica, I'm self-taught. All the other string instruments because of guitar, like the mandolin, the banjo, even the sitar, I figured out how to play those because I can play guitar. Any guitarist can. I practice a lot. Think piano 3 hours a day minimum, and guitar 2 hours minimum. Sometimes I don't count. I started playing a lot of Jimmy Page, and then I got into percussive guitaring. People like Michael Hedges and Kaki King and Don Ross, Eric Mongrain, and on piano people like Chopin and Liszt and Mozart and Niccolo Paganini, the violin virtuoso. I love his music. That's pretty much my background in music. Primarily the piano helped me the most because I started understanding compositioning and everything a bit more. In piano there's the bass clef and the treble clef, so you get two simultaneous melodies going at the same time. So because of that, I could compose pieces easier than if I had just started off with guitar. But in piano, when I was younger, I found it very restricting. My teacher let me be completely free with the instrument, yes, but he said there's some things that you cannot change. You cannot slouch and play the piano. There's a lot of discipline when it comes to classical music. When I started playing guitar, I felt free. I could do anything with this. I don't have any restrictions when it comes to the improvisations I want to do. I don't have to stick to a particular scale. I can go crazy. It was fun playing those solos by Jimmy Page and Eric Clapton. I felt free compared to the piano. Now I prefer the piano more. Piano feels like a mature instrument because you can do so much with it. I've played in so many places. I used to do piano recitals. Those had the same restricted environment that I was telling you about. So that was very jarring. And I've even played with EMI as well. I played at places like boat club dinners, which were absolutely horrible because I don't mean this in a rude way at all, but very elderly people were there who didn't understand anything that I was doing. And I felt like I was the entertainment. They were eating while they were listening to me. My father told me to call it a learning experience, so that's what it was. I learned that some people have to do that, and as frustrating as it is, it made me stronger. And then I've had very, very good venues where I've performed at, where the sound has been amazing, the audience has been amazing. So it's a mixed bag. Solo appeals to me more because I'm in complete control of what I'm doing. I started off as a pianist, so I did everything on my own. All the pieces that I learned, they were just solo piano concertos. So I always preferred playing on my own. I wonder the same thing. I have no idea how to categorize my music. On the EP Flashes and Sparks, there's one piece that I would call classical, and that's my orchestral piece that I wrote, which was played in London by Mr. James Vaughan and his strings orchestra, and I'm very grateful they did that. But that's the only piece I'd call classical. Other than that, I don't know what to call my music.